Okay, this is a little video to show what it's like being a almost 40-year-old living with ADHD. The reason I'm showing you this is because there are people in your life who end up scattered. You call them squirrel, you laugh at them, and you think, how the heck can you not finish what you start? And you also feel for them and you're trying to help them. But I'm just trying to show you this is what it is, okay? So you'll see that I started unloading the dishwasher, which is great. I left some lingering ones in the top drawer, and then I went over because there was stuff in the sink. This was full of dishes, and so now I've moved them onto here. And as I'm putting them away, I find stuff in the cupboard and then I'm distracted because of what's in the cupboard. It seems ridiculous to people who do not have this, but it is very hard. And what ends up happening is that your whole life ends up chaotic because you start something and then you move on to another. So you have to consciously work at telling yourself, finish, okay, then you can move on. Now, for people who are type A personalities and very analytical, that works for you guys, no problem. It's an automatic impulse for you. But for people like me with ADHD, who was not diagnosed until I was 35, I felt like a complete loser. I felt inadequate, incompetent, stupid, unworthy of any accomplishments, and I really dumbed myself down because I knew that I couldn't do the simplest tasks without screwing up. So I just made it a choice to be like class clown and make people laugh and smile, and then I became an outrageous people pleaser. And what happens with that is you lose your sense of self. And when you lose your sense of self, you are wearing a mask. And when you wear a mask, you end up living an inauthentic life. You're living for others' pleasure, not your own. You don't nourish your body. You basically treat yourself like you're not worth it. So you don't take care of yourself. Your self-care goes down the drain, and you burn out. And then you end up with depression. And then you throw in kids in the mix, and babies, and colic, and unknown problems, and moving, and all sorts of issues. Now we throw in a pandemic, and homeschooling, and the fact that we can't hug our neighbors or go see grandma. And you wonder why people are stressed. This is the reality, you guys. People live with mental health conditions all around you, all the time. So when someone is having a hard day or has lost something or is searching for it or is having a freak out attack, the most important thing you can do is listen to them. You don't need to fix it for them unless they ask you to, but you just need to listen. Our brains, for whatever reason, don't have the same chemicals surging through them like yours do at the same rate as yours do. So we either have to medicate or use all sorts of different lifestyle strategies, and everything is that much harder. Now, the benefit to having something like ADHD is that while you're doing dishes and your house is a darn mess like this, you can also randomly think, I'm going to make a video about this on the spot, not script it, not write a darn thing down, and it just comes to me. That is something I'm very grateful for. Creativity, spontaneity as a mom, making my kids laugh, still being strict but doing my job, and I think those are the things that we need to celebrate instead of maybe look down on. So I'm going to ask you, if you have people in your life that have some sort of mental health disorder, reframe it, rename it. I renamed ADHD to Absolutely Delightful Head Director, and I'm proud to say that. So I'm gonna go now, finish up my dishes, go from one task to another, and then carry on with my day. Thank you for listening.